Hey everyone! Hi! It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue here for today's Cricut Chat. How are you? How are you all doing today? It is, I think it's day 3 of our 3D adventure week here on Cricut Chat. We started off on Saturday night, a little unusual, but started on Saturday night and we made a puffy heart, and then on Monday yesterday we did a beautiful oversized, I don't know if it was oversized, actually it might be regular size, lily or lotus flower with a lily pad. And today we're going to go back to like the 3D models, and we're going to talk about crystals. There is a this is free, by the way, if you are a Cricut Access customer. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning. Hi, Penny and Dawn. Hi, how are you? So this is a free project that is being or has just been introduced to Design Space, and I wanted to sort of go over them because there's quite a few of them, and I think it's a good way to learn the basics of 3D. I love 3D. I love putting together 3D models. I think it comes from spending years putting together Lego models with my son. And I just really, really like making them. So I thought that we could spend a week going over some of these wonderful models that are available to us. We won't get to all of them. Hi, Christine. Hi, Annette. How are you? Hi, Tanya. So we won't get to all of them, but I think you'll get the general idea, and you won't be so afraid to start them. Okay. So I'm trying to progressively get harder and harder on these things so that you can kind of for yourself know how to put them together. If you want to do, let me just show you some of these projects. So some of them are pretty advanced, like this fox and the owl. They're kind of advanced, or the whale's tail. And others are a little easier, like we did the lotus. We're going to be doing this sunflower tomorrow. And then we'll grab, I think I'm going to do the whale's tail. And then I think we're going to finish out the week with the fox or the owl. So I wanted to let you know that my mom is going to be moving into that wonderful place that we saw on Sunday. She's moving in on Sunday, this coming Sunday, August 1st, because it's the beginning of the month. So she's going to be moving in. Unfortunately, she's still got a whole bunch of stuff up in her apartment in New Hampshire. So my sister and I, and we'll be meeting my other sister up there, and we're going to be packing it all up and hauling it all down and going through it all. So we're doing that on Saturday. So I will not be around for date night this coming Saturday, which would be on the 31st, I believe. So no date night this week, okay? Because I'm moving my mom and getting her settled into her new place. She's going to be so happy there. So I apologize that we can't do date night, but we'll make it up for the next few weeks after that. I also wanted to let you know that starting Monday, we have a brand new week, and it is going to be infusible ink and some sublimation, but all on soft surfaces. So this would be soft surfaces such as t-shirts, cosmetic bags, wine bags, tote bags, pillow covers. So not stuff for mug press or coasters or anything like that. Just going to be soft surfaces. We're going to be using the Easy Press. I'm going to use my regular Easy Press 2. In some cases, we'll use the Joy. In some cases, we'll use the Maker. And we're going to we're going to have a little bit of fun, but it's going to be with soft surfaces. So if you have collected a few of those things, such as the wine bags, the cosmetic bags, the pillow covers, or anything, the t-shirts, or even the baby onesies, the tote bags, all of those things that have been wonderfully priced through the last few months on Cricut, we can decorate with infusible ink and sublimation. So we're going to go over that. Okay. So that is next week, and this Saturday, no date night. Okay. So we can sort of jump in now. So today we're going to be doing something, that's pretty basic, but it's going to teach you a few things about doing 3D, and we can change it up. It's very easy to customize. So I'll give you an example what I'm talking about. So this is the file. I put a little ribbon on this one. Excuse me. And I cut this out. I'll get close so you can see. I cut it out in shimmer paper, and it's just a little crystal. And I cut it out in all different colors. Some I didn't put hangers on, and some these others that I did. So as I was sleeping last night, I started thinking, you could really customize these things. And so I went on the hunt early this morning for some interesting ways to customize these crystals. Hold on a sec. So I thought, hey, glitter. And why not make it bigger while I was at it? So here's one that I did in glitter. Here's one I did in holographic neon paper. Hi, Guadalupe. Hi, Peralita. Hi, Susan. Then I started thinking Christmas, and we could do this, and this can become a base for an ornament. So you would put an ornament hanger here, and then perhaps a little sprig of holly, fake holly, or a ribbon or a bow, and it would be an elegant ornament, and it wouldn't be like super challenging. It wouldn't be crazy challenging. How about this? This is foil acetate. Does anybody have foil acetate hanging around from Cricut? This is a foil acetate box shaped like a crystal. I'm going to show you how to cut this today, as well as we'll cut some of this. Okay. So and I'm going to show you how to put them together. Super easy. I have a few tricks I want to show you, of course. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hi, Regina. Welcome back from your trip. Hi, Shirley. Yeah, so these are really fun, and I want to point out that they are available here on the projects category. However, Shirley said something to me that I thought was interesting. I'm not sure if it's correct. Not that Shirley's not correct, but I'm not sure if it's categorized correctly. Shirley had to switch her machine to Maker, or so when we were kind of doing this, if you have, say, an Explore, Air 2 or whatever kind of Explore, you may not be able to see this, but you can. Yeah, you can see it. So maybe certain things, the Lotus doesn't appear, Shirley. The Lotus doesn't appear. So I'm going to make this with my Maker. So I switched my machine to Maker. But you can switch through machines. You don't have to worry about that. It only comes to when you're cutting it. And even if you have a Joy and you want to see all these projects, you just need to switch your machine. And that will change it up so you get to see these projects, okay? So this is the one that we're going to do. It's called 3D Crystal. And thankfully, this is one that can be customized. So I want to customize this, okay? So here we go. We're going to go down to the bottom to customize, and it's going to bring us to our our canvas. Okay, so this is it looks pretty small. It's about just under 7 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. So first I started out at this size, and what I did was I just I wanted different colored paper, so I just duplicated it a couple of times. Then I had some shimmer paper that came, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, here we go. So this shimmer paper that came from Michael's, just called Shimmer. It was a hot buy, so it was one of those buy one, get two free. And it was kind of nice, all these different colors. So I wanted to cut out my my crystals in different colors. So I duplicated them, and now I'm going to go over here to where each of these crystals are associated with the other. And I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But I'm going to select on each one of those, and then I'm going to choose the color part, okay? And then I'm just going to come up here where it says basic cut, and to the right of that I'm just going to click on the yellow, and I am going to choose a different color, and that's it. So I'm going to recolor these all like this, and that way they will all go onto different mats, okay? And so now I have 4 mats. And notice I haven't changed the size yet. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But so I have 4 mats with 4 different colors. But I can probably fit, I'm thinking 3 on each mat. And I don't like to waste paper. So I am going to change my project copies to 3. And you will see that, oops, only 2 appeared on this mat, and then the third one sort of spilled over to the other mat. And this is easy to correct just by hitting these triple dots. So we're going to hit the triple dots, and we're going to choose Move Object. When you hit Move Object, it brings up all your existing mats to see. And then also you have an opportunity to add a mat. Well, we don't want to add a mat. This time we're going to move, the current one is shaded out. We're going to move that to this prior one so that we can squeeze all 3 on the same page. And we can do that because we're human and we know how to sort of make adjustments. These machines, they don't know how to do that. So there I went and I moved those around, and now you'll see this is empty. Don't worry about this. It will get resolved when we go to the third cut page. We're going to do the same thing with all of these. So Move Object to the yellow, and just reformat these so that they are all going to cut individually, okay? Same thing here. Triple dots, Move Object, move it to the prior mat, come over here and reformat this, okay? And same here for the last one, triple dots, Move Object, and to the purple. So what we've done is we've consolidated where we had 8 mats. We're going to now have 4, and they're going to be 4 separate colors, which is really cool. Okay, so when we hit Customize, you'll notice on the left-hand side, it eliminated those extra mats. So now we only have 4 mats to cut out, and we just have to choose cardstock. So I'm going to choose, whoops, I chose the wrong thing. I'm going to choose medium cardstock. Now here, this is I'm working on a maker. So on the maker, I have the opportunity to use either my scoring stylus, because there's a lot of scoring with these. You have to use your scoring stylus, or you can use your scoring wheel. Okay, so I'm going to use the scoring wheel because I think you can't get enough of that I think people need to see that. And plus it does give you a deeper score, and especially when you're working with thicker materials, it's probably best to use the scoring stylus. Now with the medium cardstock, which is what I chose, I am going to use what's called the single scoring tip or scoring wheel tip, and let me grab mine just so you can see. So this is the adjustable tool system, or adaptable tool system. Sorry, I called it the wrong thing. And so what this is like a little plunger, and it allows you to take off these little tips. And then the scoring wheel comes with, or you can buy it with, 2 tips, okay? One is labeled O2 and the other one is labeled O1. Can you see that? O1, O2. That number indicates how many of these little wheelies are on there. Okay, so you can see there's 2 wheels here, 1 wheel here, and because I'm using medium cardstock for this, I am going to, okay, because I'm using medium cardstock, I'm going to use the O1 in here. So I just need to press this little button here and put the tip on. It fits right on there like this. And then once you stop pressing it, the tip stays on, okay? Just like that. And let's go ahead and cut this on a, I'm just going to choose, I chose this really kind of funky foil paper that I got from, this is from a Cricut mat, Cricut Deluxe paper pad called Black and Foil or something. So I put this on my mat. I'm choosing to use the heavy or the stronger grip mat because I'm also cutting on acetate, and I want to show you that. So I'm going to put this in my machine. Let me move you over, and we're not going to be able to see this, but first I need to put in my scoring wheel, and then later on I'm going to have to put in my blade. Okay, so I just wanted you to see that. So here's my strong grip mat, and I really kind of don't need the strong grip mat, but you can use it if you have it hanging around, which is what I do. So probably not best practices, but okay, so there's our scoring wheel with the O1 tip on there. And we're going to, right off the bat, it's going to do the scoring, right? Remember, all the scoring gets done first, or all the special things that need to get done. Writing, scoring, foiling, all of that stuff gets done before the actual cut. So we're going to open up clamp B, and we're going to take out our blade and the housing. Just set that aside, and we're going to put in this into, you see how it has these little teeth? Well, the teeth match the teeth behind here. That's why the Explorer does not have that, so that's why you can't use these tools in the Explorer machines. Okay, so we're just putting that in, closing it up, and we just have to hit go, which it's blinking, and it is going to do the scoring first, and it's going to score all 3 of those cutouts for us. So so that will take a little bit, and then when it's done, the machine will stop, pause really, and we're going to put our blade and housing back, okay? If you're really, really new to Cricut and you don't know about the blades, I'm going to talk about that for just a second. Did I freeze? I'm sorry. I don't know why. Okay, so the blades on your machine do need to be changed on occasion. It really does depend how often you use your machine and what kind of things you're cutting. So I cut every single day, and I cut a lot. So I tend to switch my blade about once a month, sometimes every 6 weeks, depending if I'm cutting just like a lot of paper. Paper is hard on the blades, okay? They cannot be sharpened, although I'm going to take that back. unless you have a husband that's a machinist that can sharpen the blades, they can't be sharpened. You do need to replace them. They're sort of expensive, but when you consider all the stuff that this one teeny tiny little blade is doing, it makes sense, the price. And there are, like, what do they call those? Aftermarket. There are some other ones. I've tried them. I haven't been so impressed as far as like longevity. So I don't know. I kind of always just stick with the Cricut ones because they seem to last longer. So your mileage is definitely going to vary on this. And so it depends on what you're cutting and how frequently you're cutting that you're going to need to replace them. Now the blades are available on Cricut.com. You can buy them. I like to buy them when they're on sale, but make sure when you're buying them, you're buying the premium brand. There is one called Fine Tip, and it works okay, but the premium ones are the best, and the price does, denote that, but you can usually get them on sale, usually like 2 or 3 times a year. I'll point out when they're on sale and you can scoop up some. Let's see, and what else was I going to say about them? Yeah, that's all I was going to say about them. So here they are. They're going to cut. The blades for the Joy are different for the blades for the Maker and the Explorer. However, the same blade, this blade works in all Maker and all Explorer. So the new machines and the older machines. Here is our really cool shape done. Doesn't it look good? It did such an excellent job of making 3 of these. Now we're going to change things up and we're going to try making the acetate. Oh, there's our little puppies. So on my screen, I'm going to change. Let's go back to my screen. I'm going to hit cancel on this. I don't need to cut out a ton of these. I've already cut out a bunch. So I'm going to hit cancel and cancel, and I'm going to come back here. So I would like to make a bigger one of these. So all I need to do is I'm hiding these 3. Just going to have one. I'm going to make it bigger. So all I need to do is sort of pull it using these little bars, these handles. And all I need to do is make sure that one of the measurements does not exceed 11.5 inches. 11.5 inches is the maximum you can do on a 12 by 12 mat. Okay. So I'm making this, let's just make it 11 inches wide. And I'm doing that. I can either do it up here where the size is, or here by using this little, this bar that makes it bigger and smaller. You see? I'm going to go back to 11. Okay. So then we're going to hit make it, and we're going to try using foil acetate, which some of you might have. That is something that Cricut's been selling for a couple of years. It's really fun to play with, and we've used it for a couple of other projects, but this project is really unique, and I think you're going to like it. So here it is. We're going to be using a 12 by 12 sheet, but we're going to have some leftover. That's okay. We can have leftover. And we're going to go to the cutting page. Now we're going to find the proper cut, the proper material, right? The material. So you can just type in at the top here at all categories, you can type in acetate, and you will see that there are a couple. There's regular acetate, and then there's foil acetate. Foil acetate is the kind that Cricut has, and it comes in all kinds of different options, I guess. So this one here is like a heart, scattered hearts. And so we'll use that, and you'll see on the back, it's not red. It's red on this side. It's not red on this side. We're going to choose foil acetate because that's what this is. Now, before we put the foil acetate onto our mat, and note we need to use the single scoring wheel for the acetate. We need to prepare the acetate. Most acetates that you buy will have a protective coating over it, and sometimes on both sides, but on this one, it's just on one side. So you're going to need like a weeding tool or something, and you're going to, I know you think you're, and I like to do this from the bottom, but I mean, I like to do this flat. Hold on. There we go. So it's actually on the back of it. So this is the protective sheet. You do need to take this off when you're cutting, or else it will not cut all the way through. And here you go. That's just a protective sheet. So now that I've taken off that protective sheet, and again, sometimes they're on both sides, but in this case, it's only on one. I'm going to put it onto my mat. Again, I'm using the Strong Grip mat because this is pretty thick stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to take you over here, and we are going to put this in the machine, and we do need to swap out our scoring wheel. So we're putting the scoring wheel with the 01, just like we did with the regular foil paper, and we need to do it here. And this is where if you don't have the scoring wheel, this is, if you had instead the scoring stylus, it would just automatically go. You put this in clamp A, but we're going to put this in clamp B and take it out. Take out our blade and housing and put this in and hit go. This is really amazing to see, actually. I really enjoyed watching it go, and I'm so surprised at how specific and how I don't know, accurate this got. I could see this would be kind of fun to put like glitter or something in if you had the plain acetate, or maybe I don't know. Like, I was just thinking, like, those little doohickeys, whatever. I don't know what they call them. Sequins and stuff like that. Let's say you're having a party, or for Christmas, you could put little, like, those little sequins that are cut out. You could even cut out confetti on your machine and put them in there and hang these up on your tree. There's all kinds of stuff you could do. Or maybe like little elves or something you could stuff inside of these and hang it up. I don't know. There's just a lot you could probably do with this. So the scoring is done. So let's take that out. I like the idea of like the little dolls inside. I think that would be kind of fun. Or maybe a Christmas tree. I don't know. Anyway, they make all kinds of miniatures, and you could probably put that in. It's slippery, though. Okay? And I've done this, too, in the glitter paper, and I'm going to show you how I resolved the issue of the gluing for these special papers, okay? And if you look hard enough, you can see how I did it on this one. So let's go ahead and wait for this to get off, and then I'm going to show you how to put these together. It's awful fun, and you'll get a little addicted. You know, if you don't want to hang these, you could use them as part of like a centerpiece or something. Inside of a vase would look cute as well, the smaller ones. So here is my acetate. It's all done. Have a look. Can you see that? Let me get a piece of paper behind it so you can see. So it has all my scoring, and it's cut out beautifully with my machine. So let's get down to our workspace and have a look. Yeah, this one comes from, it's called neon holographic craft board. This one, and let me see if I can, I don't know where the box is right now, but it's called Neon Holographic. I'll find it and show you a piece. It is a Cricut product. This is from Cricut. Hey, Owen. Owen's here. All right. Yeah, they look like carrots. You can make them into carrots or ornaments or whatever you want to do. So let's show you on the smaller one, so how we did it. So you can see that it has these score lines on the side, which we're going to fold right here. So there are 3, 1, 2, 3. So there are 4 points on this. I'm going to fold it on the other way. Then there is a tab right here. And then at the top, these points get folded, just like this. You see that? And there are tabs on each of the points. So make sure you score and fold on all of those score lines, or it won't come out as beautiful as you like it to. So here is a completed scored piece. We're going to use, wherever my glue is, we're going to use, this is Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I'm going to show you an alternative adhesive for this project. But for these smaller ones, I like to use my craft glue, and I start at the bottom, the longest score area right here, put it onto the tab, and we're going to actually fold this in half. So you're making like almost like a heart shape, you see? Or a V shape on the bottom. That's just so that they'll be evenly distributed. So see how I've done that? And you can also, if you want, reach your finger in there and just make sure that it is going to stick. If you're using liquid glue, which I am for this smaller piece, you need to give it a few seconds to adhere. Okay? So then here you go. Right? And we're going to make sure that all of the top tabs now are folded in towards the inside part. There's 4, I think. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there's 4. So the first 2 go on fairly easily. It's the last 2 that can be a little problematic, but you'll figure it out and you'll get better at it as you go. So the first 2, I'm just putting a little bit of glue and holding here, right here. And you want to make sure you get that entire tab that you're holding in. Okay, so just kind of get your fingers down there and make sure that you're doing it right at that score line because you want it to look perfect. Okay? So there's the first one. Now we're going to do the second one. And we're going to reach in there in the back. Make sure that that tab is really adhering. Whoops. Okay. Give it a second. All right. Then you have these 2. So what I have been coming to do is I've been gluing both at the same time. And then I'm tucking in this one and pressing on both here and here. And it will take a little bit longer because we can't get our fingers in there to make sure that it sticks. But there you are. Now, if you wanted to put a string or a piece of lace or whatever or even like a piece of filament or something to hang this up, you would do it before you made that final enclosure, which is what I did I used this. Well, let me get it. Hold on. This is, I think it's 1/8 of an inch. Let me check. Wait a second. 1/2, 1/4, 1/8 of an inch this like curling ribbon, but it's ribbon. You can buy this big old thing at Michael's, and of course my dogs attacked this, and so it's not, I have to go back and but so what I did was I took just kind of like a strand of this, cut it here, and I knotted it here. And so when I was closing up my my piece, I would put the knot inside so that it would stay. I want to make the knot sort of thick because I think I double knotted it. So here we go, double knot. Just like that. And so when I go to make this, right, once I have the side done, then I'm going to do two sides, and then I put it inside there, make sure it's coming at the top, and then close it up. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion, but you know, you guys might have a different way to do it. All right, so that's if you want to make it hanging. Now, what do you do about acetate or glitter or holographic? This stuff sometimes, as we found out on Saturday night, glitter is tough to glue. So what I chose to use today, which I should have done on Saturday night, but I chose to use this stuff. This is called double stick tape. It's very thin. Now listen, you can buy this stuff at any craft store, but it can be a little pricey if you're buying a brand name. So my suggestion is, and I will post a link, but Amazon has, you know, like, I don't know, they're sellers from out of the country, like, I don't know, from China or something, and they sell this stuff. It's 1/4 of an inch. It is tape that's on a roll, and if you just grab here, you'll see that it is sticky on one side and it's sticky on the other side, but it's got a covering. So we're going to just grab a length of this. See that? You can rip it with your fingers. And we're going to take and put it on our seams. Okay? So let's go through, and we're going to put it on all the seams. We got a little bit of, we should have folded this, but I didn't do it yet. We'll do it afterwards. Okay, so I'm just ripping it, I'm placing it down. It's not sticky on the top yet because it has like a covering. And I'm trying to get the entire tab. If I go a little over, I can cut it off. So let's see, did I get all of the tabs? Yes, I did. So now what I want to do with the acetate is I want to fold on those score lines, because it's just like everything else. It has to be nicely scored, very straight edges. So I'm scoring again also on all of these, and then also on these little pieces as well. Okay, now here I have a little bit of my tape kind of coming off. I don't need that. It's different to work with this. So you have to, it's not like working with paper, but it's fun. I like working with it. It's kind of fun. And this will definitely resolve like glue smudge issues, which I always have when I'm working with acetate. Now, if you don't want to use the double stick tape, you can use glue. Glue will work, but it's a little hard because the glue has a hard time adhering to the acetate. It takes a little bit longer, and you have to be a little more patient. So I am pressing down this tape because I'm going to remove the top part of it. So I'm doing just like we did before. We're going to do the side part first, you see? And I can just fold it like this. And look at that seam. Isn't that beautiful? just, it's, I mean, obviously it's double here, but you can barely see that glue. I just love it. And so then we're going to proceed on the way we were doing before. And there is our first side seam. We'll just get this here, fold it up, and just press. You don't have to wait on this because it sticks right away. I probably should have pressed all this before I picked it up and started, but you guys will do better. I use my weeding tool for everything, and because I don't know, for some reason I can't ever get it off with my nails. So you see how I'm reaching in and just sort of pressing because I want it to be a nice solid box. And we're down to the last two. So let me remove these two. One. And this one here we did partial. All right. I don't know what they see. Today's garbage day. So. Ah. Oh no. Come on, you guys. Hey, don't do that. Got my spray bottle. It reaches like 8 feet, which is cool. Don't do that, okay? All right. So then we're going to tuck in these two just like this. This is hard for all of them, but you can make it happen by pinching it a little tiny bit. You just have to be able to get it back to its original shape. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? Just so easy. Again, I'm going to just show you with the smaller ones in case you just want to do small. So here it is. It's folded at all of the score lines. There's score lines over here. There are tabs on each one of the points, and then there's this big tab. We're going to just use glue, or if you want to use that double stick tape, you can, but we're going to close up the piece like this. All right. Make sure that it's adhered. If you're using liquid glue, make sure it's caught, which this one didn't. I'm going to give it a second. All right. And then we just start with the top tabs. So easy, right? You're going to try this, right, guys? You're going to try this because it's really kind of an introduction to doing 3D. It's so easy, and if you mess them up, you can just throw the pieces away. You can have a bunch, and I just think like a filler inside of a bowl or something sitting on your dining room table. I know I'm always putting stuff on my dining room table, but you know what I mean. Like if you have some fake flowers and you need a filler for the vase, what about something like this? Like a filler, a vase filler type of thing. I think it would look so cute. I think also if you got some fishing wire or monofilament, I think it's called, you could put that in there just like that. And this is where I'm going to put in my little piece of ribbon. I'm going to get it situated so that it's right in the corner. And glue. Okay, there we go. And hold it and give it a second. And then, you know, this is just stuff I had hanging around. But if you had some special kind of ribbon, I really could see these cut out of some sort of fancy paper. And then for Christmas ornaments, like maybe just a little sprig of like a fake bay or holly, or what's that one, boxwood, and then with a ribbon, it would look really like an Anna Griffin decoration. I think that would be really fun. Or like we said, doing them with the acetate, whether you use the clear or the foil kind, and putting little things in there so that the grands can come and look and like, you made that, Nana? Isn't that a great idea? So these are really simple and they're doable. So you want to try these, okay? If you do not have a scoring wheel, use your scoring stylus. If you don't like working with the liquid glue, try this double stick tape. It does work. And if you have a joy, you could cut these out with the joy. You just can't do scoring with the joy. So you can, as a friend of mine, Annette, has done, and she scores off. She cuts it out and then scores it on the other, like on the opposite side. She, instead of scoring, she uses a pen. She switches the thing to pen, and that will indicate where the score line should be, and then she just scores it off of the machine. So that is it for today. That's today's presentation. These look at that would be a great little idea, is putting them all like as a favor box. A favor box would be cool, and then somebody can just rip it open and they'd be like little favors inside. That's a great idea too. So there's a lot you can do with these, and they are sort of like the start off point for making sort of crystals. I'm going to bring you back here because I want to show you something else that once you master these, that you could try to do, that is a diamond. So look, this is a diamond, which is kind of a crystal, only more expensive and bigger. And this one here, you can see it does look like a diamond when you look at the different pictures. But see, it looks like a, what do you call that? A princess cut diamond or a solitaire cut diamond. And wouldn't that be a gorgeous gift to somebody getting married, like a bridal shower, and you can put stuff in it, a present in there. It looks pretty big. It ends up being like 10 by 8 inches. We're not going to have time to make this. I might cut it out and just try it to put it together, but we're not going to have time to make this week. But understanding this, how to put together the crystals, will help you put this together as well. So there's 2 projects here. Okay, now tomorrow we're going to be doing this 3D sunflower. So if you want to start cutting this out, this ends up being like 11 inches tall. You can change the size, but I want a great big sunflower because I'm going to give it to my friend Linda, who loves sunflowers, and I'm going to make 2 of these so that I can have one for my front door for fall. I did that last year with the sunflower wreath, but I think I just want a giant sunflower on my door. So everyone, thank you so much for, yes, bridal shower favors. Absolutely, you could do that. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. My name is Rita, and this is my show. My channel is Miss Rita to the Rescue. My show is called Cricut Chat. We come to you Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and then on Saturdays, usually, at 7 p.m. This Saturday, no show. Because I'm helping my mom move from New Hampshire to her brand new apartment in Beverly, Massachusetts. So I will not have time to prepare or even do a show because we're going to be tired. So this week we're doing 3D. And so we're going to be doing, as I said earlier, we're going to be doing some flowers and also some of the other 3D things. You can watch all of the replays on YouTube and catch me there. Also consider, if you're making a purchase, use the links that I list in my description of the video to make your purchases, whether you're choosing to buy on Amazon or on on Cricut, Michaels, Create for Less. Those are all my affiliates, so I'm happy to offer those to you. And when you do purchase through there, I get a small percentage of your order. It doesn't cost you any more, and it just does to help me. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow. I hope you get some crafting in, and have a lovely day. It's going to be hot here today, like our first hot day of the summer. Can you believe it? I know you guys, some of you have been struggling with some serious. Can I use the code on the digital mystery boxes? That's a good question. And thank you for bringing the digital mystery box up. So there was a digital mystery box that launched yesterday. And it's called the Warner Brothers Christmas Mystery Box. It has 67 images. And I'm trying to remember what they're from. There's like a Frosty the Snowman set. There's is it Mickey Mouse? No, not Mickey Mouse. You know, Warner Brothers. Looney Tunes. There's Looney Tunes. I think that there's some National Lampoon Vacation ones. I'm going to post the images today. I didn't get a chance to do it. Can you use the my coupon code, which is Cricut Chat 10? I think you can. I think you can, but I might be wrong, so I'm going to try it out for you, okay? Oh, yes, Marvin the Martian. Yes, and Frosty the Snowman. Thank you guys for reminding me. So it's called the Warner Brothers Digital Mystery Box. You're not going to get anything in the mail. You're going to have access to it right away. And I did post a link, but I didn't post the pictures. There's a lot of really great pictures. They're all Christmas related. And they're Looney Tunes, the Snowman, Frosty the Snowman, and I think National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I think. So you might want to scoop those up if you like those shows, and you'll get to be able to use them come Christmas time, whether you're using it on cards or whatever you use them on even on ornaments. I think that would be fun on ornaments, using vinyl or something like that. So that should be fun. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.